What's up, my spiritually divine tribe? Welcome to Spiritually Divine Readings and Coaching with yours truly, the Dark Divine Feminine. I am Miss Dark Divine Feminine, bringing you your general reading for today. I thank you for being here, supporting the channel, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and hyping. Let's get into it. So, I kept picking up in my spirit today ritual abuse. Okay, trigger warning for any of you guys out there who can be sensitive to this topic. Okay, I am Miss Dark Divine Feminine, so I get into it. Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I get into it, collective. So if you are who I think you are, you'll appreciate that. Okay, cleansing the area of all negative energy, thanking the Creator, the Most High, for going before us, clearing the path before us, preparing the hearts of the people's hearts, minds, and spirits who hear this reading. May all monitoring spirits go deaf, dumb, and blind at this time. Okay, and so I want to read into this a little bit. If this resonates with you, you might say, yeah, I felt like something was a little odd. Maybe throughout life you had some weird situations. You could never really put your finger on the things you experience with certain individuals, okay? And you might wonder, why has it been this way? Why have I experienced such weird experiences with these people? Why have I gone through these weird experiences, right? Maybe you've been unclear about why these situations have occurred. Okay, but what came to me today to bring to the collective is ritual abuse. Now, you might not have never even considered this or heard of this, but that's what came to me today. What just came out is winner. Okay, so in some way, shape, or form, you are a winner. You're supposed to come into a winning, an inheritance, a win. And people know this about you. Okay, so this ritual abuse that you experienced was a way to access your winning. That's what I'm getting. Talk to me, Holy Spirit, about this win. Sacrifice came out. Okay, so some of you guys might have dealt with a situation where people were plotting on sacrificing you, getting rid of you for the purposes of sacrificing you to use your energy to cash in on what you're supposed to get. This could be some type of life insurance policy. What I'm getting is it's a little bit bigger than that. This could be royal DNA. You could have an inheritance coming through. Um, People know who you are. You could be, a old soul, an ancient soul, somebody that's been here many, many times. You are divinely connected to source. Okay, and they want it in. Okay, this is coming out witchcraft. Okay, so you could have experienced some witchcraft attacks from these individuals trying to set you up for this sacrifice. Okay, we got jealousy that just came out here. A lot of people are jealous of what you're coming into or what you're supposed to have. They don't feel you should have it, they want to have it. Okay, so said individuals have been practicing this ritual abuse on you for the winning that you have coming. Okay, this could be spiritual gifts, this could be resources, money, whatever it is. There was a plan to sacrifice you, or there is a plan to sacrifice you. You got to kind of take this as it resonates. If you've experienced ritual abuse would look like mental, emotional, spiritual attacks, people maybe talking down to you, mental abuse, right? We can call this narcissistic abuse, toxic cycles. You might find yourself in these toxic cycles all the time, from childhood through adulthood. You just keep going through these toxic cycles. That is not a coincidence. A lot of the time that's ritual abuse. People are, doing these things purposely to you, okay? Causing chaos in your life, witchcraft attacks, jealousy. What else do we got going on with this ritual abuse for the collective today? Okay. And so what we got coming out is intimidated. A lot of people are intimidated by who you are. Okay. You could have a very high vibe energy, a big aura. Okay. Very intimidating to people who don't understand you, don't know why you're so different. Maybe you are more of a shy person, a quiet person, you stay to yourself. Bottom line is there is individuals who you've caught their attention, okay, and it's provoked a lot of jealousy in these individuals, okay. Somehow or another they know that you're coming into this winning season. Now, how this is happening, I can't really tell you. This could be family. Let's find out how these people know that the collective has a winning. Okay, mentally unstable just came out. So somebody could be dealing with a lot of mentally unstable people, or you could be feeling mentally unstable. Personally, I think what I'm picking up is you've been dealing with a lot of mentally unstable people who are intimidated by you. Okay. And so they've been trying to break you down with this witchcraft, trying to make you feel insecure, trying to make you doubt yourself. Okay. Trying to create this instability in your life, chaos in your life. Okay. Now for you, you might say to yourself, I thought something was a little odd. I just thought life was just a little tough sometime. But you've really been dealing with ritual abuse and witchcraft attacks for these individuals that really wanted to sacrifice you. Okay. Some of you guys may be coming into a season where you're connecting with new guides and teachers, people that can help you on your journey, or maybe you're acting as a guide and teacher to these individuals, okay? Learning them a lesson about coming for people, okay? Maybe they learning a lesson through you, okay? Maybe you were able to avoid this sacrificial situation and you're acting more of as a guide, okay, to these individuals, teaching them a very massive lesson about coming for individuals with this nonsense and this foolery here. What else do we got going on here with this guide? And what just came out is different. They're seeing you as different. Okay, different. That's what popped out. We got on the other side here, rejection. Okay, so people are seeing you as different. They feel rejected by your energy some type of way. Okay, maybe you're dealing with a lot of narcissistic energies, people who are fragile egos. So you're different is a threat to their ego. You're different. Your ability to be different, to be seen as different. Okay. You get a lot of attention. People see you as something, maybe somewhat of a mysterious energy, just different. You have a different vibe about you. Okay. And this is very threatening to individuals who have big egos. They're desperate for attention. Somebody out here has a jealous karmic mother who's involved with this ritual abuse. Okay, she's definitely a part of all of this nonsense going on here. She's definitely a part of this. Okay, or a mother figure, feminine energy. Okay, what else we got going on here with this situation? Give me more on this jealous mother. Okay. So you've probably been dealing with a lot of rudeness off this individual. You feel like she's rude towards you unnecessarily, right? It might have posed some questions for you, but you might have overlooked this in the past and just thought, you knew she was broken or had some issues. But this is a big sign that this person is a part of this whole situation, this whole Ponzi scheme, this spiritual Ponzi scheme that these individuals had set up for you to sacrifice you. You probably felt that rude energy off this karmic mother energy. Okay. She's very jealous of you. Jealousy's out here twice. Okay. So you're dealing with a lot of jealousy off these individuals, mentally unstable individuals executing witchcraft against you because you are the different one. This is how they knew that you're different. You're the winner. Okay. Whenever you're different in these groups, this is what they're seeing. They're seeing somebody that's different, somebody that's gifted, somebody that's talented, that's worth something in the spiritual realm. Okay. And so they want to use you as this sacrifice, and she's a part of this. She must be a big player in this. What else do we got going on with this situation? Okay, very secretive energy coming out here. This could be like a situation that's been going on, but it's a lot of secrecy around this. Some of you guys may resonate with that, where it's like, maybe you thought things were one way for a long time and you're realizing it never really was that way. You've dealt with a lot of secrecy, okay, from these group of people or in your life, people around you, okay, have been very secretive. A lot of little scamming and scheming going on behind the veil. Okay. Handlers came out. So you could have dealt with a lot of handlers, people being sent into your life where you think that these are boyfriend, girlfriends, baby mothers, baby fathers, but these are actually handlers, people that sent in to monitor how you're moving, what you're doing, to kind of stagnate you, slow you down, keep you away from your destiny. So, you have a purpose. You have a purpose. And so the job of these handlers is to keep you out of your purpose, distracted, fighting, keep your energy low, and, continue to guide you down the wrong path. Okay. Now, this particular handler that you probably dealt with here, this handler here, is coming to me as more of a masculine energy, possibly, um, that you were dealing with. This could be feminine as well, but this particular handler that the collective could have been dealing with, their job was to keep you distracted. Um, that's their job. Their job was to keep you distracted, really. And when you started to try to get away from this handler, okay, um, when you started to try to get away from this handler, that's what set off this sacrificial energy. Okay, this handler and this jealous karmic mother are working together. They're definitely working together, to create this sacrificial energy for you. So we need to know that this karmic mother and this handler, okay, are working together to create this problem for you. Okay, very unstable energies, very jealous. In fact, this handler probably has the same spirit as your karmic mother. Take it as it resonates. Okay, what else we got going on here? Okay, do not trust these individuals. Do not trust this karmic mother or this handler, whoever this is. Okay, trust does not need to be on the table for these individuals. A lot of you guys probably already know that, or you feel that they're untrustworthy. Okay, trust is not supposed to be in the game plan with these individuals. Okay, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, do not trust them. That's what's coming out for me right now. Do not trust them. Okay, you probably already feel that way. Like, yeah, I kind of felt like I shouldn't be trusting these individuals. Absolutely not. These are secret spies, agents of chaos, agents of hell, agents of destruction that was sent into your life to spy on you. Okay, that's essentially what these handlers do. They're sent in to keep you off your square, keep you distracted, keep you away from your higher self, keep you in your lower self. Okay. And so if this resonate with you, you probably never really, you felt like something was off with this karmic mother anyway. She works really closely with this handler. They're in cahoots. They're having conversations. Okay. And these are like secret spies. So this karmic mother is in conversation with this handler. They have these conversations behind your back. Okay. Plotting and planning and scheming on what you got going on. Trying to figure out what you're doing. Um, Keeping a close eye on you. That's what I'm picking up on. Just keeping a close eye on you. What are you doing? They need to know at all times what you're doing. Okay, this is about control with these individuals. They need control over the collective. They need control, collective. You have to understand how these low vibrational spirits work, these narcissistic types. Okay, this handler, this mother, they need control. Okay, some of you guys may have moved forward already, or you're on your way out of there, or you're still there, but you're feeling like, I need to get up out of here. These people are just too controlling. Okay, but you need to know that there is a plot and plan to keep you distracted. And right, this is ritual abuse to continue to siphon your energy. I'm speaking to somebody today that could be a guide and teacher spiritually, maybe in a, you hold high spiritual rank as a teacher of sorts, right? An ascended master, maybe, but you are a guide and a teacher. And these individuals want to siphon your energy. This is through ritual abuse. If this resonates with you, you've dealt with some narcissistic abuse cycles. These cycles are intended to drain your energy. This karmic mother knows this handler. Some type of way they're connected, whether it's physically or spiritually, but they are in cahoots. They know what's going on. Okay, do not trust them. These are secret spies. that's looking to stay in control of your life. Okay, that's what they're doing. This handler is in close proximity to this mother. Okay, they're waiting for you to snap. Just came out. This is probably so that way they can sacrifice you to mental ward, a psych ward, or to a jail. Okay, because this is another way that they can siphon your energy and get paid for sacrificing you, getting rid of you. This is a part of the process. So controlling your emotions in this time, not allowing yourself to snap, fly off the handle, look crazy, right? Because that's the job of these individuals, is to poke and provoke and to make you appear to be crazy, okay? These individuals are very, very jealous of your ability to come back from your secret hate. Some of you guys have dealt with a lot of attacks, secret attacks, and things like that from these individuals. Okay. And this is because you have learned how to be accountable. You're kind of looking at the situation, or you're learning to do this, looking at your situation and saying, you know what? How can I make some changes here? Maybe you're not sharing as much information as you used to, or you're starting to see that this karmic mother, she's very jealous of you. And maybe you're not sharing as much information anymore like you used to. You know what I mean? Kind of cut her off a little bit. Okay. But remember, this handler just is another, like a copy of her. So this individual comes in to continue doing what this karmic mother was doing in the past. Confirmation burp there. Okay. And so being that you're able to come back from all these secret attacks and this secret hate and be accountable, these individuals is feeling away because they can't get you to snap. Confirmation, Bert. Maybe in the past you used to snap. Maybe you used to be real emotional, or maybe you're getting out of that space now, but they're feeling defeated. There was definitely a plan to sacrifice you. This was ritual abuse. Okay. These nosy people are in deep regret. These nosy handlers, this nosy karmic mother, these individuals involved with this ritual abuse are in deep regret right now because they're feeling like they're not going to be able to get this to come to pass when it comes to you. You too tapped in. Okay, they can't really get the control that they're looking for with you. Maybe they felt like they were in control at one point, and then all of a sudden you bounce back, you overcome the issues, you're accountable, you rise again. Okay, they're feeling defeated is what I'm getting. They're in regret right now for ever doing any of this. They're feeling exposed, found out some type of way. Take it as it resonates. Okay, what else we got going on with the situation, Spirit? Okay, so I got trying to come back. Maybe some of you guys have got out of these situations some type of way. Maybe you've walked away from certain individuals and they're trying to come back. These are very cowardice energies. Very cowardice, okay? So they're sitting back analyzing how to get back around you to continue this ritual abuse. Okay, because that's what the collective has been dealing with. That's a confirmation for somebody. You might have known that you've been dealing with some weird situations, but this has been ritual abuse. These individuals went into contract some kind of way with somebody. This is like a Ponzi scheme, or some of these individuals went into contract with other dark forces. Some of them took payments from other people, organizations, and things like this. What do we got going on with this ritual abuse? Who's involved in this? That's what I need. Probably need to make a deck about. Your sister. That's what just came out. Your sister's involved with this. Okay, she's a handler and an agent of hell. So you got your sister, this handler, and your karmic mother. Okay, so they're all in cahoots. She is a handler as well. Okay. She is an agent as well. We got stop here. What am I feeling with this stop card? Stop. Well, what's coming through for me right now when I think about stop, whatever it is that you're doing, maybe you need to stop, observe, be more cautious. Wherever you are in your journey right now, be very cautious with these individuals, because that's just what popped out here. Be cautious, okay? These individuals cannot be trusted, and they are definitely trying to come back in your energy to continue this ritual abuse. Okay, mentally unstable. Okay, they're definitely in regret at this time, trying to come back. This is very cowardice energies, but your sister is a handler, an agent of hell. Okay, I'll pull from my other deck here. What lies beneath? What else do we got going on with this situation, Spirit? With this sister, agent of hell, ritual abuse. What do we got going on with this ritual abuse and this sister trying to come back? These people are definitely trying to get back in your energy. If you've gotten out of here, if you are on your way out of here, these individuals are trying to definitely stay in your energy or get back in your energy. Okay, cannot be trusted. This mother, this handler. Okay, these are bugaboo energies. Very buggy. Don't want to stop. Don't want to move on. Don't want to let go. Okay, they were promised something. They really feel like they deserve whatever it is they were promised with the sacrificial energy. They feel like they're supposed to gain this increase. Okay, they feel like they're supposed to gain this. They're owed this. Okay, because you got to remember, these people have been putting in a lot of years on this. Some of you guys, since you were children, people have been working real hard. Okay, people have been working real hard. Okay, but they feeling like this is a bank failure. Okay, so they were promised some type of increase. Okay, some of these people was wealth, fame, success, okay? And they're feeling like it's a failure. They've wasted time. Some of these people wasted, their entire lives trying to abuse you, crack you open, harvest you. Maybe they were harvesting you, but then you go and heal and you escape the trap, right? So now they're feeling like it's all been a big waste of time, okay? It's a bank failure. So now they're still there trying to get access to your energy, but they're unable to do that because the collective is no longer accessible, or you're getting up out of here now. Okay, deep envy and don't want to hear it just came out. Okay, so we're dealing with some very envious individuals here, and they don't want to hear it. They just don't want to move on, which is a sad reality for these individuals because it's a wrap. If you on your way up out of here now, you're stopping, assessing this energy, you know something ain't right. You said, something ain't right with these people. They've been acting very intrusive. These are bugaboo energies. They cannot be trusted. A lot of you guys probably have already moved on from this space, or you're on your way out of this space. You have to understand and know that getting out of here brings about this sacrificial energy because they no longer can harvest you by abusing you, keeping you in these cycles. So then they move on to the sacrificial energy because you at that point better off gone than here. Okay. Understand that you're dealing with mentally unstable individuals. A lot of these people have been taken over by entity attachments and things like this, or they've been promised some big win, some big payday that's never going to come as long as you stay cautious and avoid these individuals like the plague. They are bugaboos and they're feeling like this is bank failure and they're very envious of what they're seeing right now. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, they're very envious by what they're seeing. You enjoying the fruits of your labor, you enjoying your own energy. They feel entitled to your energy. They feel entitled to your presence. They feel entitled to your success. And so as you're enjoying your success, doing your thing, they feel like they're supposed to have that, not you. If that makes any type of sense. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to believe that you're gone or you're getting out of here, okay? And they are definitely trying to get back in your energy. They are having these secret meetings together. This karmic mother, this handler, and this sister are still very much in communication. They are very much in communication right now, okay? Trying to figure out what's going on with the collective. See what's going on here with these karmics here with the sister, karmic mother, and handler. Okay, this could be a feminine or masculine energy. I'm picking up more of a masculine handler, but that's what's coming through for me. This handler is a masculine energy with this sister and this mother. Okay. What came out is energy vampires. That's what you've been dealing with. These narcissistic energy vampire types. Okay. That's what the collective has been dealing with. All right. And for our final pull, let's get a final pull on the collective. Where is the collective at right now? Okay. So what just came out is maybe you used to be addicted to validation. Okay, maybe there was a time where you had a need or a want to be approved of by these individuals, okay, who were able to perform this ritual abuse. Okay, maybe there was a time where you really wanted their approval, right? You loved these people, you wanted their validation, but you've outgrown that. You're no longer in this place where you need them to approve of you, to validate you. You are now in a place where you approve and validate yourself. You've done enough healing to remember your needs. At the bottom of this deck here just came out. You're remembering your needs. You're no longer forgetting your needs. You're no longer putting yourself to the back burner for these individuals. So they're no longer able to access you like they once were able to. Okay, if this resonates, they're no longer able to do this. Okay, you're living in a more whole space. You've done enough healing where they no longer can harvest your energy. They no longer can perform this ritual abuse. The narcissistic toxic cycle won't work on you any longer. It's not going to work because, right, even if they came in and tried to love bomb you, if I'm speaking to the right collective today, you've put so many boundaries in place. Okay, some of you guys have put a lot of boundaries in place, or you're just way more cautious. So you're not necessarily, it's you're not an easy target at this point. People they feel pushed out. They feel like they're unable to control you any longer. They're unable to devalue you without you getting up and walking away, without you saying no. Okay. You've worked on yourself enough to not allow these energy vampires to continue to drain your energy. Okay, but this is what they want to continue to do. That's what you were involved in. If you didn't know what you were dealing with, now you know. You were dealing with ritual abuse. These individuals had some type of deal. I don't know if you guys can see that. These individuals had some type of deal where I think that's better. They had some type of deal going on where you were supposed to continue to be harvested. You have golden energy, a golden aura, and these individuals that you've dealt with over the course of your lifetime or over the course of your experience, this narcissistic stuff, confirmation burp there, they were harvesting your energy. Okay, these were energy vampires harvesting your energy. They're super envious of you enjoying your energy. They feel entitled to your energy, but this is a bank failure. Bottom line, they're unable to harvest you any longer. But that's what you were dealing with. A bunch of people that were enjoying watching you suffer. Your sister, your mother, and this karmic masculine was a part of this. Okay, maybe this was a baby father or an uncle or a romantic individual, a masculine energy. They were enjoying this for a very long time, siphoning your energy, unbeknownst to you. Um, but the reality is, it's a wrap. For those of you who are moving forward, you getting away from these energies, they feel it coming. So you have to really be cautious. And I think that's one of the reasons why this stop card came out too. Be cautious if you're removing yourself from these dynamics in these times, because that's the most dangerous time when you're trying to get away from these individuals, because they kind of group up and want to attack and try to sacrifice you. And so you got to be very cautious of this if you are getting out of these situations. Okay, but if you've already left, you already know what time it is. They're trying to come back and finish the job. So keep them out, keep your boundaries in place, because people are definitely feeling away right now, being that you got away. Okay, you got away. Don't let your good heart trick you. Don't let your good heart let these people back around you, because they just want to finish the job. They know they have hit a bank failure. A lot of these people have aged out. You have to understand they've aged out. There's really no coming back from this. They put everything on the line for this, right? They spent many years trying to get you. You're kind of like the golden goose. You're the golden goose. So they dedicated a lot of years. Some of these people, decades, they've been working to harvest your energy. A lot of these people leveled up on your energy. Take it as it resonates. They were able to get promotions, marriages. Some of these people had 2 weddings off your energy. Trigger warning here. All right. Well, you sitting over here trying to figure out why no love coming in your life. You like, well, why is there no love in my life? Why am I always the one struggling? Well, because they were using your energy to attract love into their life. And in order for them to attract that love into their life, you had to be loveless. Okay, so in order for them to get the wealth in their life, you had to be in poverty and struggle. They were using your energy to manifest for themselves. But now that you're taking your energy back, they begin to decline. Okay, as your energy go up, your energy goes down. And so what I'm seeing in the spirit right now is they're trying to get back because the longer you're away, they begin to decline and it begins to show. Okay, it begins to show. And so this ritual abuse is canceled. A lot of you guys are getting up out of here. You're no longer there, or you are getting out of there. Either way, they no longer can access your energy like they used to. Okay, I hope this reading resonates with you. Drop down in the comment section and let us know how you feeling on today. I hope you feeling good, taking good care of yourself out there, collective, protecting your energy. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.